Another night spent wide awake. If all the world is crumbling, I can feel it coming. If no one answers when you call me a hero. I might be dead, but I'm not done. I might be a hero. I might be dead, but I'm not done. I might be a hero. I might be dead, but I'm not done. We all need a hero. I might be dead, but I'm not done. Call me a hero. We all might be I might be dead, but I'm not done. I might be a hero.
What? No countdown?
I feel weirdly off balance. Like, you always
Exactly,
do
that
a
was his plan.
countdown.
He wanted to
I-
throw us off so we couldn't say things that we're not allowed to say on Twitch.
But now we just have to say them now and then get in trouble for them later.
Buttocks.
Shit, Taki muffins.
All right. Rattlecake snail.
Fudge. I'm gonna get in so much trouble for this later. I just want everyone to know.
Karma just told me to stop talking and let Mike do his thing because I just nearly died from laughing.
Go on.
No, my
your
thing
thing.
just started doing a weird lag.
This is what happens when you don't count down.
Yeah, you needed to count down. That's what it is.
Honestly,
The computer wasn't ready.
respect
We weren't
The
ready.
format.
You know what,
Respect the
Captain,
format.
I'm gonna disagree with the majority here. I respect you for not doing the countdown.
Suck up.
But we'll never learn what
All
comes after
right.
two.
Guys, I need to get to rank 2 as fast as I can, okay? Shut the
That's
fuck
fair.
up. I'm going to
Weird.
make
My
I respect
format
it.
suddenly becomes so slippery.
Just because Hector's straightforward doesn't mean I'm not.
Mm,
Are you gonna
All
keep
right.
this in, or are you gonna edit this out?
Honestly, I'm gonna
Yes.
keep it in.
You're gonna keep it in. Yeah, of course.
I mean,
you
I
are.
can keep it in. Or I can cut it down.
Yeah, it's funny. No, it's fine. It's funny.
Oh, all right. Hello, and welcome to our gathering of heroes. These are the
Oh my
would-be heroes of the
God.
Marvel Universe.
This would be
Actual
the
play
would-be
using
heroes of
the relatively new Marvel Multiverse 616 RPG system. As a warning, this is a game that can also explore mature themes, and while we will be specifically avoiding some topics, the game may still include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, or other topics. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. Players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams will be available on YouTube after the game, and you can always feel ready to come back to an episode when you can. 3 quick acknowledgements to Roll20. We have been exploring Roll20 and learning the intricate arts of character creation and importing from text. And it is, of course, the official virtual tabletop of the Marvel Multiverse 616 system. Demiplane connects TTRPG fans to make games better with high-quality tools and enhance the way games can be played, shared, and explored. And, of course, Marvel Comics, without which none of this would be happening. Quick round table introduction as to who our cast is. Starts with John.
oh, hello. I'm John. I'll be playing Steel Aegis, the kick-flipping tokusatsu-style hero.
CJ.
Hi, I'm not muted anymore. I'm CJ. I will be playing Gideon, aka Solstice, your resident, and I believe not only anymore, Faye cast member.
In this game? Or the entire campaign?
In the entire
The
campaign.
entire campaign? No.
The expanded universe.
Expanded universe, you are no longer in though.
Guys, we're not doing crossover comic series yet. We can't mention them.
God damn it. But it'd be really funny if we did.
We did a crossover
Sorry.
last session.
Oh shit, you're right.
And
And
it
the
was
Lord.
really funny. I was right.
Joe.
Hey everybody, this is DJ Toradora, Notifinger on Twitter and the internet, and I am playing Brown Recluse, aka Raylon, the Seattle-based Spider-Man who's on not feeling Spidey right now.
All right. I got thrown under that bus.
He's sulking, and there's no Rhino in here.
More on that later. Alejandro.
Greetings, mortal. I'm gonna drop the voice immediately. Hello, everyone. My name is Alejandro,
Howard.
and I am playing Hector, otherwise known as the Red Jaguar, a luchador who has proven he has super strength and has no idea what else he has going on in his life right now.
More like a yellow jaguar.
The
Shame.
audacity!
God damn, that's. Are you a palm leaf? Because you're throwing shade.
Someone call the ambulance. I've been burned.
Someone call an
No.
ambulance, but not for me.
Freshly in the movie, in the cinemas. No Country for Old Men.
Fair.
Oh, hi. I'm Lucky Red Sparrow. I will be playing the socially awkward but entirely endearing Synapse. Let's see if I actually manage to be funny this session. Would be good. Or endearing. I would take either at this point.
Needs table manners.
Because both are equally
Fuck you and your
unbelievable.
table minutes. Sorry?
Because both are equally unbelievable.
Do you see what I have to put up with? Do you see how mean the DM is to me? Like, if I could dispute these things, if I did not resemble those remarks, I would be entirely incensed. But as I am a bit of an asshole, that kind of tracks. Anyway.
Hard truth. Rounding it out, D.
Hey guys, I'm D, or Night Wanderer on all the places, and I'm playing the absolutely perfectly normal Gideon Price.
You had to worry about this bizarre, eccentric rich person at all.
It's fine.
So, last we left, we had an extended dinner conversation. I'm quite proud as a game master / narrator because everybody was putting all the points together. We have a framework that vaguely looks possibly like a puzzle. I mean, may not look like the puzzle on the box, but there's a puzzle being put together, which is amazing. Anybody want to summarize for anybody else what it is that you're up against, at least encounter?
Face shit.
I mean,
I was gonna say crystal meth dealing elves, but yeah, that works too.
also that the crystals, the crystalline shards that have been a bit of a thorn in the side of this particular group seem to possibly have an origin, or at very least some kind of connection to the Fae, discovered when Solstice inadvertently deactivated one right at the beginning. From there, you have learned that from the other group with crossover excursions that somebody nefarious has been grinding them up into some kind of usable narcotic. People will sniff anything these days, apparently. And that has become a bit of a problem on the streets that the other group, the Monday group, have been attempting to get a handle on. The name Morgana Le Fay out at some point by, honestly, me as the narrator. It's Saturday morning. I don't quite remember which group
I Googled it.
the name first. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
You
Googled
actually
it.
Googled it.
Well, Aegis Googled it. I
And then you kind of
Googled
went,
Faye.
oh, wait a minute.
We are clearly the better group.
Excellent. And From there, the group then made some connections to Arthurian legend, to the name Mab now has been used more than once, one for each group, because each group now has a Fae connected character, and has had similar things happen to each. A little projection of sorts into another realm, and some rather unimpressed entities on the other side realizing that they're possibly being spied upon. Who knows? But after expressing their disdain for that particular issue, our heroes were inadvertently shunted back with a bit of a remembrance of the occasion, the bottom trim of their clothing and footwear, respectively, being essentially bled of all color. White being the absence of one.
I really hate to interrupt you, but you've gone live with the session and you've not changed the title again. And you always get upset when we tell you like 20 minutes in. So I'm telling you 5 minutes in.
Go.
You're welcome. I'm very sorry to interrupt.
That's all right. All good.
I'm not that sorry.
Talk amongst yourself.
I'm just like, dude, no, come on. You've been doing this. Let's do that. No, fine.
Fine. While I fix that, talk amongst yourself.
Absolutely not.
Dead air.
So to make sure I have
Dead
this
air,
straight
dead
and I have everyone down correctly, points at Gideon. Immortal man who is currently paying for everything, points at Synapse. Hacker extraordinaire who may or may not have issues in social situations, points at Steel Aegis. Inventor who's really good at what he does and also shot a rhino trank at hacker extraordinaire.
Which I'm
Not
still kind of mad
incorrect.
about. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
that's fair.
I've forgiven you, but I am gonna milk this for a bit.
Yeah, fair enough.
Points at Brown Recluse. Cooler Spider-Man with a
I'm
few
not there.
OnlyFans.
I am not there.
Yeah, no, he's off
Points
sulking
towards
in
the
his
space he
room.
used
Points
to be.
where Brown Recluse walked off to sulk. Spider-Man with a foot OnlyFans. Points at Solstice. And Elf.
Magic
Who
elf,
is suddenly here?
actually.
Not bad. You're right. Magic
Ready to
Elf.
find an elf?
Are there
I've been here the
non-magic
whole time.
elves?
I would just.
I don't know, but it
Still
feels
tough.
right to properly identify.
Are there non-magic elves? Solstice? I feel like
Not
I'm
that I
doing
know of.
He's like, I know.
I know as much as you.
Got it.
And you are boxer in tight clothes.
Luchador.
Luchador.
It's a Mexican wrestler.
Oh my.
Ancient and respected art.
Is what was your? Have you actually told us your name, like your superhero name?
I mean, I've just been going by my wrestler name, so Red Jaguar.
Seems like that would be
Uh,
pretty good for publicity.
Almost immediately, Synapse is looking you up. Just so you know, because you've given her that
Catherine,
connection.
correct me if I'm wrong, but the top comment she would see when she looks up is Red Jaguar miraculously survives horrifying in-ring accident.
I'm so curious about this horrifying in-ring accident, but I'm also fine with it just being like the spaghetti incident, and nobody talks
Yeah,
about
right.
the details.
It involves
So,
Budapest.
perhaps an important distinction. Not immortal, just
Oh, yeah,
very
Andrew.
frequently
Cheers.
mortal.
steel cage. There's a step ladder on a steel cage. There's,
an
Some kind
insane
of-
amount of OSHA violations.
wire
Mhm.
thing.
Thank you for helping us out, by the way. I mean, I think we might have
Indeed.
been able to handle it, but you did a good thing helping us. You didn't have to.
Oh, no problem. I think if the bank across from my gym got robbed, it would be a bit of a problem for us. And then as he's thinking about it, he goes, "Oh shit." Pulls out his phone. "Hey, Cap. How many missed calls do I have from my mom?"
How long has it been?
Been, I think, a couple hours passed since when I normally call her.
2.
Roll 4d10.
Well,
2 missed calls. 2 messages that are about a minute and a half, 2 minutes long.
just gonna put my phone away. So I think my mom's gonna kill me.
Why?
It-
Is everything all right?
Tilts his head and like thinking how to explain this. Do any of you know what a legacy title is in wrestling?
No, I'm sorry. Could you explain it?
No.
You know,
It's
I've mostly
when
concerned myself
when
with
a
my own legacy.
kid inherits the same name, or in my case, mask, as the parent. For me, that's my mom, who's in Santa Fe, and I'm supposed to call her every day.
And you didn't because of helping us with this?
More like I got distracted by the stakes, to be completely honest.
Pardon, did I get this correctly? Your mother was actually the one who wrestled?
Yeah, could I borrow your phone, Synapse? No,
She
gonna
hands it
pull
over.
up and I'm gonna just go back on the history real quick to where it looks it up. I'm gonna show you like the second result where it shows you a
You
woman,
sure you want to?
a
No,
woman
it's fine.
in the same mask that he's currently wearing.
That is impressive. You should call your mother.
Yeah,
If you
just give me
like,
a
you could
sec.
tell her you were helping someone in distress.
Or
You could say
stopping
you were
a
helping
bank
a girl in
robbery.
distress. Depends on how much danger you want to let her know you were in.
That might
Apropos
actually not.
distress, would you care to make sure that that cult cannot get tracked, Synapse, please?
I'm on it.
Much obliged.
He's
I'm assuming I've got like 7 different VPNs that I'm going to route this thing through. But
I think
yes,
Hector's just gonna listen to one of the messages real quick to like get a gauge of how bad this is gonna be.
How do I go do this? Because I don't want to necessarily do it a little bit of injustice to I'll summarize. Basically, why did I even give you that? Why are you up there? What, you haven't called? You so irresponsible. I didn't raise you like this.
Mhm.
You know, I made you tamales.
Mhm.
You never came home.
Mhm.
And it just reminds me of that time when you
Mhm.
were 12 and it just keeps.
You're hearing one side of this. This is Hector literally going down the list of things his mom normally says in conversations. It's like, yep. There it is. Okay. All right.
Ungrateful. Because we use at least 6 times.
hmm You know what? I think I might be in a better case. She called me ungrateful only 6 times instead of 8.
Oh boy.
Is that good?
is there anything we can do to help?
So context. This is more of a culture thing. It's less
Ah.
she's legitimately upset. I mean, she's kind of pissed that I didn't call when I'm supposed to, but this is like a culture thing of how they show concern a lot. Is they just kind of get angry about it.
Parenting has
Okay.
changed in the past 200 years.
I'm just gonna take your word for that one. So if you ever hear me talking in Spanish or hear very loud Spanish coming from my phone, probably my mom. Further context, I'm supposed to have gone back home after my last match, but when my promotion closed down, I don't have a job, so I couldn't technically afford a flight back. And quite frankly, I actually kind of like it here, which is hard to explain.
I get it.
Yeah.
I like it here more than the
It's
other
fine.
places I've stayed.
If you end up needing a flight back, just say so.
I might need one for like a visit, but we got actual shit to deal with. I'm just gonna text her. A situation came up to where my phone wasn't available. We'll call you later.
Oh, that's not going to help.
Te amo, mamá. Por favor. Por favor.
It was nice knowing you, Hector.
He starts texting in Spanish so no one else can see it, but it's basically, please don't yell. I have a good explanation, I promise. Love you, Mom. Sends it.
How
Almost
okay would
immediately you get a
everyone
phone
be with with the fact that Synapse, because she's filtering all the traffic in and out, is going to read and hear every phone call?
I honestly think it would be hilarious on like a meta level, so please continue doing that.
To
Okay,
be
cool.
perfectly honest, I would expect Gideon to expect that, and also to begin developing like a secret kind of like language of code words, whereby he can always communicate things to Synapse by choosing specific words.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I
Right,
think
that's-
Zan's just gonna forget she's
That's
psychic.
that is so like that is so absolutely Cold War espionage. Like that's
Synapse would
It's like,
100%
I know,
be
I
down.
get it.
She
They're
loves code.
listening.
yeah.
Like, I'm only just realizing how invasive Synapse kind of is.
Just
So
without meaning to.
because-
Only
by
just.
accident.
yeah,
by
I
accident, just
didn't
by
make her to
existing.
be super invasive, but by making her this telepathic network and having all of the acting as the relay for that and being able to re-engage at any time, she can read your brains at any point. And now, while you're inside this building,
Absolutely.
she'll be reading all of your messages and phone calls. I will say, she's going to ignore most of them. Like, she'll scan them for
Yeah.
like important shit,
Mm.
but she's not going to discover shit about you unless you need her
that
to.
note, like
Let's do
the
the TSA.
telepathic connection between everyone who is on the network can be reinitiated at any point in time, at any distance. Do I have that correct?
I have to be the one to reinitiate it, but yes.
Okay, that was the second question. So basically, So is the, like does it have to be active on your part, or would there be a possibility of like Steel Aegis going, "Hey, I need to communicate with Solstice"?
I
Like,
think he would have
can
to
that
text-
happen? Okay,
I don't
gotcha.
know.
So that
But- Synapse has to be the one running it.
Yeah,
Right,
I have
right.
to be.
But
She's
like,
she's the Wi-Fi hub. Everything else.
she's the party
absolutely.
line.
So like still the communication would go like from Aegis to Synapse to Solstice. That much is clear. But can that be initiated? Like, is it like let me attempt to gather the words that I possess into a
No, I think I know
coherent
what you want.
bunch. Is the network latently active enough to be reinitiated by a non-Synapse member of the network, or does Synapse have to be made aware via other means to reinitiate the network so that the communication can happen?
The way I kind of read it
Does that
is I
make
have to.
sense?
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah.
So if I leave it active and say like it is constantly active at the moment, but I leave it so that you guys can shut it down in your own brains. Like, she'll have it as a constant background chatter, but she won't be listening in. But she'll shut it down between you guys. At that point, all you'd have to do, like the way I explained it to Hector, was like knock on the brain to kind of reach out, and you'd be borrowing Synapse's connection. But as long as she's concentrating on the network, you would be able to initiate the connection on your own. When she's not concentrating on the network, it is not active, and she has to reactivate it before you can do that.
How much of a toll is that for her?
It's just concentration. It's 5 focus.
And as you're rank 2, you can concentrate on 2 things at once now.
Fucking
Ooh.
finally, I'm not as useless.
So perhaps a good thing because it's
Dude,
still
give me
like, I mean,
this.
essentially it is still it is still combined with a cost, so to speak. I don't know if it's like a I'm not sure if it's like a buffering thing where you just like go down by 5 on your maximum and just don't have it like that's concentration, or that you have to pay the 5 every X minutes.
When I activate it, I have to pay the 5 focused.
Yeah.
Until that, so I will
Okay,
assume
gotcha.
that every day while she's on a mission or when she's in a hub, she'll
Exactly.
activate it to keep everyone connected.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what
people
I was
can.
like the point. Like if we're going on missions, if we're going scouting, if we're doing anything related to the team, then it would behoove us to have that active just in case like shit hits the fan or rains
Yeah.
from the sky and it's on fire. And like when it's just like normal business as usual downtime, then I think she can just chill, and then if we need to, we text her or whatever.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
I am fully imagining her having this like Oracle setup where she has her computer so she can hack into various things, but she's also maintaining the network with everyone. And I'd also like to communicate with the other team if they do come and join us, and bringing them into this network as well, if at all possible. But obviously that's not a thing we can do at the moment. But she will bring it up to Gideon and be like, can you maybe mention it to them if we do end up working together?
Yes, of
So
course.
You can include up to 5 people per rank.
Great.
Sweet. 10
You
people.
can have
We're good.
10 people.
Do I
So
count as
far,
one of
the
these
team
people?
can't get any bigger.
Yeah, no. But do I count as one of these people, or is it 10 plus me? So technically 11.
For anyone wishing to apply for would-be heroes, you are not allowed to do so until we go up to rank 3.
Hello. This is a notice for all of our applicants. Thank you very much for your application. Your resumes were all fantastic and outstanding. However, at this time, we are currently not at a size to where we could accept members.
Our telepathic network is
I'm
currently
gonna
not.
fight you.
I just brought up, I'm going to tell you, anyone in the chat listening, if I brought up some deep-seated memories that I want to remember.
I respect it.
Yeah.
But I
According
would
to the
say
book.
that. Go on.
The tome, the manual, the
Mystical
character
instructions.
can communicate telepathy with a group, willing linked people. Communication can be verbal, visual, or even more complex. The group can number up to 5 people per rank. So independent of
Okay.
you, 5 people,
Okay.
5 people. So you can have 10 more people.
And I wouldn't need to have both teams constantly active either. So,
Probably not.
I mean, not until I rank up at least.
I mean, one more rank and then you can just connect to whoever you want.
Yeah.
Sort of add them to.
That is actually, she is going to bring it up with people, actually. Listen, I don't want to be invasive, and I know how important it is that your thoughts remain your own. But in the interest of keeping people safe, while we're here, would it be all right with folks if I maintain that low-level connection?
Yeah,
You can
sounds good to
shut
me.
it out.
Question.
Yes.
Can you speak Spanish?
Okay, so I actually have a weird theory on this, and Mike, you're free to correct me. But because she's listening to your brain and you are translating it in your head to something you understand, she would understand it. Because she's not listening to you talk Spanish, she's listening to the meaning of your words as you're saying them. Does that make sense? Like she can't understand. If someone was to speak to her in Spanish, she would not understand it.
She's
You
interpreting
speaking
the
Spanish.
intent of the thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay. If she's
You
reading
speaking
intent, then
Spanish.
because my concern is Hector, as he is now, he thinks in Spanish because it's his first language. Hence the reason he's asking. Because he needs to know if he needs to translate his thoughts when he's on the base.
I
Or,
think honestly
like,
that would work. Like having a Spanish partner who does speak or think in Spanish as her primary language. I think honestly the translation has to happen on Hector's side, sense where he's basically he has to think the thing and remember. Oh yeah, no wait, everybody else is speaking, because if it's a conversation, it's like a verbal conversation only in your head. You don't have to use your tongue. So Hector thinks it initially in Spanish, then has to translate it, then can project it. So anything that comes in from Synapse's side or from anybody else is going to come in as English, unless they specify otherwise.
Okay. So I would
So
not
you're
be
gonna
able to
get-
understand.
You can get the intent probably of what Hector's doing, and you can kind of have that sense of everything else, but you're going to run into that barrier that if he just blurts something out in his own thoughts and he's not actually remembering to speak telepathically in English, you're going to get it in
Okay.
Spanish.
Oh
I
yeah,
can
we
get,
did
like,
have
the-
this.
the general idea, but she won't get the details.
You'll
Yeah,
get
we-
sort of the emotional
Because
intent.
otherwise, if he's in danger, and he's not going to remember to translate, and I'm not going to have any fucking idea of how to help him.
Didn't we do this with Elvish?
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I was
sure-
about to say. we
Yeah,
did the
Elvish.
same
Because I
thing
could
with
read Elvish. I could read Elvish and put the understanding out to everybody because I was connected to Solstice.
Yeah, but Solstice was translating it
Yeah.
first.
Okay.
And then this
So
is
what I'm
this
hearing
means.
is
It was a
if
weird
I
beginning
get
telephone.
someone to talk to me in Spanish and have relay the words into Hector's brain, he can translate for me.
I am your
Yes.
living translate. I'm Google Translate for
You're
you.
an accurate Google Translate. I'm so in.
I mean, all absolutely
Synapse's new name,
valid, except
Rosetta
for
Stone.
there is one aspect to the whole thing that really aids Synapse in this thing, especially now that she can focus on two things at the same time. She also has machine telepathy, so she can run literally any language through a ton of translators at the speed of thought.
True.
That's true.
Now, how fast does she think?
So
She
back
thinks
to
very
this
fast.
is me. This is me doing my actually.
I'm actually, yeah.
so
I
back.
can-
Legit.
Go ahead.
I don't speak Spanish, not really, but your thoughts kind of translate. If you translate them in your head, I can get the general intent, but if you translate them, I'll understand what you say. Plus, and she kind of holds up her phone, I do have access to Google Translate. So, in emergencies.
When you say you have access to Google Translate, you see him visibly cringe.
I could get the gist of what you're saying, is what I mean, if you don't translate it for
I'll
me.
make sure to translate the important ones while I'm on base.
I appreciate it.
Hey, I know.
Um,
I got a habit of using a lot of slang that I learned from my older sisters. So Google Translate won't pick up what I mean.
That's fair. But like I said, I'll keep it locked down so you're not buzzing in each other's thoughts. I'll keep that locked, and obviously whatever is in your own head is your business. I don't wanna snoop, but activating and deactivating this is quite costly. So while we're on base, if I can just have that run in the background while I'm doing other stuff, so I don't have to rethread it, if that makes sense.
I ain't got a problem with it.
Yeah, sounds fair.
Yeah. In
Good.
case during my communication you run into strange phrases or languages you do not understand, please let me know. Might be that I'm slipping into some other habits that I have. And this will be, yes, absolutely. This is a very useful ability that you have. Oh, and in case you hear any thoughts that do not sound like they're from me, please do tell me.
I will, if you like.
Thank you.
That seems extraordinarily concerning.
Respect.
Yeah.
I want
There
to preface that by saying Synapse literally has something else in her brain that
Yeah.
talks to her. So of all the people to find it weird, she's not the one.
Yeah. Like I said, I have done a lot of things over the past 200 years, and among them have been some very deep dives into different personalities so as to hide who I am.
I'll let you know.
So you artificially induced DID on yourself?
Not quite as severely, but yes, for the sake of simplicity.
Is it to help you keep the fact that you've been alive for 200 years into a sort of frame that so you don't go insane? Because I'm trying to think about that.
No, that has been actually surprisingly easy. The thing is, you do end up forgetting details for the most part, and you retain important things, and it is not as taxing as one thinks it might be. You mostly
Well, I
remember the important things like deaths, murders, secrets. Although I have forgotten a lot of secrets, which is probably for the best.
My mom always says if it was
I may
important,
have
you'd
forgotten
probably
something.
remember it.
Yeah. Well, it depends on to whom. Because one could argue that nuclear launch codes are an important thing.
I'm not even going to ask.
I've forgotten.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Well, I haven't forgotten the one under the base, but
Yeah, that checks
There's
out.
nukes under the base. Oh no,
So
you
we-
told us
we've
that
covered
last
this,
time.
yes.
Yep.
exactly.
No, I
It was
remember
no
now.
dinner.
There for that conversation.
Yeah,
It was over
it's a
dinner,
lot.
yes. It's a safety. It's just a backup.
Right.
It's really terrifying because Synapse can hack it, and that's not good.
Oh no.
We need to deal with that necklace of yours quicker than before. Is that thing reading all of our thoughts at the same time as you?
I don't know.
That is a
I'll be
good
honest,
question.
I
Can you
don't.
ask it?
What thing?
I can try.
That-
I just
that-
don't know if I
that's-
want to go knocking on that door when I'm surrounded by technology,
Fair.
dangerous technology. So if it'd be all right with you guys, I might do that when we're not here.
Fair.
I mean, I don't
That
think
is a
anything
good
bad
idea.
would happen. It's not trying to hurt me at all,
I mean,
but
logically, where are you going to do it in public?
I was
I
thinking
think
at the
we
old
have
base.
a blast room.
I was thinking at a place
room
that
set
we were
aside
not
to-
immediately in the danger of setting off a nuclear bomb if
You can just-
Yeah.
it decided to go hacking shit.
Go
Calm
into
down
the-
here. It's just
If you need a place to test it that has a bunch of really, really, and I mean really old tech, like not a lot of the new stuff that connects to everything, we could go to the gym that's right across from the bank where we all met. I know the owner, and he doesn't really have a lot of new stuff. He's the type to use something until it breaks.
that sounds good.
Yeah, there's a ton of padding around, so if we do all get knocked around, like less
An
danger.
important question though, what happens if I don't get control back? If this thing does what it did last time, you all could get really hurt, and we don't have another tranquilizer, let alone be sure if it will keep me alive.
I
Yeah.
can
Just
take care of
slowly
it.
raises his hand. I could just knock you out. I don't mean to be like threatening or rude.
No, it's
But-
actually confident.
But if the thing, from what I'm hearing, needs you to be conscious to do stuff, I mean, I literally get hit and hit people for a living. Pretty sure I could either knock you out or restrain you without you getting permanent injury.
Would you mind just if I try to use my telekinesis on you so you can judge for yourself how that kind of feels and if you'd be able to overcome it?
He just T-poses.
Pretty sure.
hmm?
I was just going to say, pretty sure you have a danger room. This exact thing.
Do we have a danger room?
Well, it is not
Dangerous.
I didn't
fully
know we
functional,
actually
but
had
yes,
one.
we do have a danger room. Yes.
A big enclosed space whereupon you can be thrown around.
Yes.
Slash
Let's
gym.
go there.
Look
All
at
right,
the
so
way
we'll
his
go there.
lats spread when he T-poses. My goodness. Exemplary human form.
Look, a lot of people like to joke on it, but it is actually a very good form to take a fall in if you're not sure where you're going to get launched. You can move your arms in the way to block the important bits. Your bodies can loosen up pretty easily from there. It's actually pretty solid.
I'm not going to T-pose with you. That's what y'all are
You'll
waiting
ooh,
for.
but you won't
You-
T-pose.
You actually see
I will
Hector chuckle.
fucking not. Shut the.
You know, only some people can touch their elbows behind their back.
I'm not doing.
Okay. No one can.
Don't try it.
No, the reason
right.
Listen,
I know.
chat,
Wait,
Stop.
chat, listen to me. If someone tells you that, don't
Okay,
do it. It is
yeah, no,
a trick.
especially if you're a girl. Especially if you're a girl.
It is a
And the
trick.
creep
It's
is
the
telling you
same.
no.
Hey, follow my finger. It's that.
Okay, so we
World
go
do
to
you
the
people
danger room,
live
right?
in?
Um,
We'll map this all out. The danger room is nearby.
so once we're there,
Right on.
It's just
I'll.
5 miles down the hall.
Are we there yet?
Are you ready? Are you sure
We're
this
gonna
is
need
okay? I don't
chunks.
really want to hurt anybody.
Would it make you feel better if I handed you a literal contract?
What?
As I would have to read that? No.
You see him put away the actual wrestler's contract he has in his bag.
I promise I don't want to hurt you, but
All
I want to
good.
make sure that you're aware.
All good.
Hold on.
Let's do
Um,
this.
I'm gonna cast Sense Supernatural and keep it up just to see if I can get like a mapping of what's going on. If there's any magic
Alright.
involved.
I want to get
she's
on this
gonna-
too real quick, and Zan's gonna put his mask on and stand next to Hector doing the same T pose. He has an experiment he wants to test.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm going to try just
Gideon
telekinetic
Price is like-
manipulation. I'm going to push against them with it. And my intention is just to let them feel the force of the telekinesis.
Okay. So let's, at this point, I think we'll make this a contested.
Yeah.
More so, unless you're just basically just going to stand there and try to push against. In a combat situation, it would be straight against, as I would think, melee defense.
Would it be better if I used telekinetic grab to kind of lock them down?
I think that would be
Instead.
better.
Dealer's choice.
Okay. I'll do that. I have to make a logic attack against the melee defense of someone. So
Oh no.
Word.
Don't
15 with a
certain
4 and a 1
powers
though.
add
Oh,
to.
hey.
15?
Yeah.
You beat my melee defense by 1.
Got mine by 2.
Did she though? Hold on.
I have a melee defense of 14.
I know, but should you?
I think so.
Hold on.
Yeah, if he's put 4
Mm.
points into melee and has
Mighty.
that stuff.
Oh, yeah, Mighty only allows me to.
Oh.
It doesn't say anything about adding to my defense, and neither
Right.
does Sturdy or
That's the
anything like that.
multiplier. Gain a +1 bonus to
Yeah.
checks other than times. All right. Cool.
Yeah. All right. So she'll basically, you feel it seize around you. Your limbs kind of snap tight to your sides. It's like you're locked in place. You'll still be able to push around and move. You're able to attack and shit with that, but it is like a fist, like Bigby's hand, just around you.
I think what you see is like Hector suddenly seizes up, and then you suddenly see his arms do this. He's kind of just testing out how much he can move.
Zan is going to phase and see if he can walk out of the telekinetic grab.
I can only grab one person at a time.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I thought this was like a group grab. He will
Yeah,
wait his
no,
turn.
I can only do one at the moment.
I'm gonna look around.
believe so.
Is there like this is a danger room to test out powers and stuff. Is there like a target or anything in here? Like
I would assume
training-
so.
like a training
look at me.
dummy or a
Yeah, sure.
target
I mean,
thing?
they might like be.
I mean,
well,
Gideon's
yeah,
right
sure.
there.
Absolutely.
hey, Synapse.
Yes.
I got an idea. Throw me.
Power. Technically.
Oh shit.
I have commands.
I'm pretty sure you told
Instead
her
of
not to
telling
take
me don't
it.
explode.
I've got the-
I mean, if you would let me do it as telekinetic manipulation, just this once for the lulz, because it's not going to count in battle, and I will accept that it will not count in battle. But for the lulz, can I do it this once?
Please. It would be funny.
It'd be really funny, and I accept that is not something I can do in the future in battle. I would need to take telekinetic toss to actually throw people with the grab. Please?
For the low.
Wow.
Lulz?
You can see what I'm putting up with now. The
You bullied me enough. Give me
outright
this.
manipulation that I'm experiencing 'Cause
I
I'm
have
the
been
one- I'm
on
the
this
bad
earth
guy.
for 200 years,
I
and I
say
do
no.
not appreciate this constant breaking of the fourth wall.
I imagine both Hector and Synapse are literally begging Captain through the fourth wall.
So just looking up at the watch, you're like,
Begging
Gideon's like
Captain
pulling the
Boxer.
really
first note above
funny.
it. It's like, no, leave the wall
Deadpool,
alone.
just fucking Deadpool's like there, like.
No.
Can I do it just this once?
I would allow you to not or switch out the command to that, and then at the end of next session, when you get another power because of the way the ranking works, you can take command again.
Yeah, sure. I'm happy to do that. Can you switch my powers for me?
I will do that.
Because yeah, thank you. Then I will basically with a gesture of a hand kind of fling you across the room at the target. Now, yeah, just like as an arc. Perfect form. I'll even angle so that you can go in for like the superhero punch. Like she gets the idea and is like, oh yeah, we can do this. Hi, Raylan. Funny time. Funny moment to come back. I'm currently yeeting Hector around the room.
I am not in the room, but I've heard everything.
I
Also,
like to
I
think that
heard
she's accidentally
group
putting that-
touch or group grab. I was like,
Yeah, telekinetic grab only works on one person, unfortunately.
I'm not in the room. I'm just out.
Brown Recluse jumping to all the wrong conclusions as he hears bits and pieces of the conversation.
You know what? Like,
It's
very,
CBT
very
time.
much true to Gideon's character. I do remember that that Brown Recluse is upset about something Gideon said. I cannot for the life of me remember what it was.
I think he was just being sassy at him. Or grumpy.
It was from what I remember, it was a repeated bringing up the posting and sort of just the baseline assumption
Yeah.
that Brown Recluse was going to put everyone at risk. It was kind of like
Yeah, Gideon still thinks that, so that's fine. Yeah.
He's in another part of the place in the lab.
Yeah.
Since this is technically like you're letting me do this, I'm not having to fight you for this. Do I have to make an attack roll, or can we just say that I have thrown them?
You do have to make an attack roll to hit the target.
Okay. So
Unless you want to
logic.
toss them against the wall, that's different. But if you actually
No, I'm aiming at the target.
I suppose you could still argue that by not defending, he is giving her edge.
He's aiding me in this.
I am going to.
He's
use
doing the
rules
help
against
action.
you,
But he's not.
and I'm
though.
going to
He's
use it a lot.
literally
Not avoiding.
Can I please have edge?
Much
Given what I
like
just
civil
said.
I'll reduce the
much like
difficulty.
civil disobedience, it helps.
Oh, wait, I
Listen.
think you make an agility check and then ready.
You make a logic check
Jaguar
against
make-
Check against the
agility.
target's agility defense. And listen, I just rolled an 11. It's not good.
Great news. My agility
Good enough
defense
to hit.
is 10.
Ah,
Oh,
so
no,
yeah,
no,
I
not
just
your
fling.
agility defense.
No,
You're-
the
you're-
target.
You're literally a bullet.
Woo!
So she just
Um,
like lifts up.
Target
And,
agility defense of a stationary target, you would have edge on anyways if you really want to roll again, but you will hit it with the 10.
I want to just re-roll the marble die, if
I'll
only
go
to see
for
what
it.
I can get.
Sick.
I got a 6
Nice.
for a total of 15. But
Mysteriously, it doesn't say how much damage the
yeah, it just
thrown
says,
individual takes.
A failure inflicts regular damage on the thrown person.
Oh.
Who
What is the
falls-
regular damage for a throw? Were you throwing full strength, I assume?
No. I'm throwing just enough to get him across the room. She's still learning how this power is working. This is kind of a new power for her. I'm going to say that she's doing it, like learning that she can do this at this
Knock
moment.
it down to essentially a rank 1 throw, more or less.
Okay, yeah. I don't know.
Whatever
what-
damage your thing says.
For So my
telekinetic throw.
logic.
Whatever your logic roll was.
My logic roll is +3.
Should give you damage.
It did not because I rolled the wrong thing. 13 for that roll. So if you knock it down, I don't know.
So what is the multiplier?
×2.
Great. So the dice roll is a 6. No.
Yes. Well, okay.
What is the marble die?
So I just had to
A 6.
re-roll it. So yeah, the previous roll was a 15 with a marvel die of 6.
That's all you need. Because at that point, then you can add your marble die of 6 multiplied by your logic damage multiplier, and then add your logic score as the ability score bonus. So in that sense, you would have done 15 damage as well. But if you're only lobbing him gently, we'll knock it down to a ×1. So you're doing 6 times 1, 6 plus 3 for the logic, 9 minus your sturdy, which takes
However,
that
it works so I
-1
don't hurt him.
and knocks it down to 0.
Oh, thank God. So you just
Plus 3.
smash into this.
So you take 3 points of damage,
3 points of damage?
which you will heal in like seconds.
So it gets literally what we talked about before the session started. It gets reduced down to 2,
Yep.
and then when I get up, you literally you'll see like the cuts and stuff literally start closing by themselves.
I'm sorry, I still don't quite know how
No,
it works. Are you okay?
Oh no, I'm good. Trust me, I get up real easy. But I think that might be really useful to remember. We could do that in the future.
Power stunt. You can actually take specific fancy power stunts.
And one of them is fastball special.
Are you...
Ooh, Hector could pick up Steel Aegis. Pick them both up, throw them. Hector's flying through the air. He then throws, so you get like a double fastball.
The himbo railgun.
Yes!
Yes! Write that down. Write that down right fucking now. I want that kept.
Oh, dang.
Chat.
Steel Aegis.
I'm speaking to you now. I want you to start taking bets on how many sessions it will take until we can do the himbo railgun.
I'm sorry.
Did when the amulet activated, as I was using my telekinesis, did Solstice sense anything with his sense
Did it activate?
supernatural? I don't know. Listen, the way I understand this amulet to work is very vague, and it seems to be tied to my powers, but I don't know what activates
Wants
it.
to. When it's when it's entertaining to it. Or of
Fair
interest.
enough.
Imagine it basically as, oh, this is something new. But just sort
That's
of
fair.
exercising one's powers. It's not, if you were going like full out, there's much more
Then it would
likely
be
that
interesting.
someone might.
I would like to test
Well-
something. Could you try and throw me?
Sure, I guess. Do I have to grab to throw, or
You do.
I do?
Yep.
All right. Alrighty.
Snag him up and then chuck him.
That works.
Otherwise, it's just a push.
Logic attack.
Yeah, that
15
gets
with an
me.
M on the Marvel die. To
You
grab.
Yeah, you grabbed.
so if Aegis attempts to quick phase out of it, can he escape a telekinetic grab?
That is a very good question.
It says on this that breaking free requires a successful melee check against target number 20. I don't
Right.
know how that would affect a phase.
That's just sort of
Considering
that's a standard sort of, hey, you're being snagged by a thing. That's the same difficulty with
The
Webs.
spider webs and
The
and
thing-
other things.
I think the difficulty that we might fall into here is that it's not a physical object to phase through. It's
yeah, that's what I was
pressure.
thinking.
I mean, if it works, I'm down for it. I'm just
Yeah, I
because
just
it's
feel like this is
technically
important information to
intangible.
know.
Yeah, it kind of is. Just a little bit.
Phase. Phase.
Yeah.
So phase what?
You were worried we wouldn't have content. We've managed to bullshit nearly an hour and a bit. Are you proud of us?
Power of the team meetup RP.
Right? Character is attacked. Yes.
Yes, I can
I'm
phase or
hereby declaring a ruling. Immune with the cosmos. Yes. If you quick phase, telekinesis is still grabbing physical thing,
okay.
or no longer physical. She can still attack you with mental stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're not.
Okay.
You're not completely invulnerable in that sense. Physically, everything goes straight through you. Kitty Pryde can still get, psychic punched.
Yeah.
Even though she can apparently phase the planet.
So yeah, he'll
So
drop out that grab and
For
he'll be like,
what?
okay, that's good information to have. I would
That
like
didn't
to
hurt you.
No. I just right through it.
There is a look of relief across her face because the two people that she has now used her power on are fine.
Yeah.
So she's just like, oh, thank God.
To be fair, it's also the two people who are the hardest to hurt.
Shh.
Yeah,
we
listen,
don't
she's
need
taken
to
the
bring
victory
that up.
she's got.
We don't need to bring that up right now. This is about building confidence so she can use her powers safer,
Yeah.
confident.
Yeah.
We don't bring up the fact that we are borderline unkillable at this moment.
Listen, 3 of you are borderline unkillable. I'm just going to put that out there. Because
No,
Gideon's
just
going
two.
to
One
heal
of us is
anything I give.
very killable.
I am very
Gideon's gonna
He's
heal
killable.
proven it
anything.
many times.
I'm repeatedly killable.
He
Yeah,
just
but you'll be
doesn't stay
fine.
dead.
You got better.
I always get better.
That's the point.
Yeah, but I'm
He's
still very
chronically
killable.
terminal.
What now?
So yeah,
So
Aegis
do we
will
want to
pop his
go to
mask
this
up.
gym to do the amulet
Where's-
thingy, or do we want to investigate shit, or?
Where's the brown recluse? Is he coming?
I think he's still in his room.
I
I
can-
think he's still upset after the things Gideon said.
Yeah.
Do you want me to check on him?
Seems Gideon might want to check on him.
Yeah. Yeah, might want to
Yeah,
have
I
a
think
chat
you
with
should
him.
Apologize, Gideon.
Why?
You
That's
were
Because you're the
being
leader, and that's what
unfair.
leaders do.
Yes.
I'm not a leader.
Who here thinks Gideon should be the leader of the team? Raise their hand.
Wait. Does that mean I have to
Yeah.
listen to what he says?
In terms
Yes.
of apologizing
listen
for
to
when
what
he's
anyone
rude.
Like, if nothing else, you're the one bankrolling this whole expedition. You have some level of authority of the matter, and Raylan might think that you're
Batman is
abusing that
actually
authority to belittle him.
Pointing out his flaws is not belittling him.
No, but not providing a way to
Constructive criticism.
Criticism,
is
Yes.
important.
not constructive.
constructive criticism.
It's important to give helpful criticism so people can grow. Otherwise, it's just putting people down, and that's not helpful to anyone. You can't improve if you don't know how to improve.
You repeatedly
talk to
fail
Raylan.
until you succeed.
Yeah, but
Wow,
here's the
you-
thing.
But do you want to take the time it's going to take to do that, or would you rather help them so it doesn't take ages to do?
Do you
Why?
truly believe me to be impatient?
Hold on.
I
Gideon.
believe you're easily frustrated, and I can and will play Baby Shark through this entire facility until it annoys you enough that you do what I want you to do.
You will play what?
What is that?
Can I
It's the nuclear options.
just because I need to do this, can I reactivate the telepathic link and play Baby Shark into both of their brains?
Absolutely.
It just starts playing in your head. Now I can do this all day.
Baby shark, do, 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 do,
Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do do do
Oh
do.
god, now I'm just imagining
Baby
she's
shark.
playing it discordantly.
I
Ah,
fucking will, man.
I see. There have been some attempts at torture in this method before.
It would be neat too because it would all depend on the delay. Where,
Yeah,
Synapse
I could
starts it
add
and
delay.
it's almost around because everybody else is like humming along to it and sort of
Yeah.
And then if somebody forgets the words and it's like somebody says grandpa and everybody else is like and
Synapse is a walking, talking,
and it's just
fucking
a slightly
torture machine.
off pace.
Grandpa
Yeah,
shark,
baby.
do, 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 Grandpa shark,
Grandpa
do,
shark,
do,
do
do,
do 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 do.
Mama
guys,
shark.
You're like
I would like to remind everyone that I have a
working
baby and I
against
listen to this all the time. Please, I thought I would
Yeah.
this for at least an
Working
hour.
against
So-
that, you end up hearing like a very dedicated and fanatical recitation of Russian Orthodox Church doctrine.
I would like to respond by instead making the entire sound system play at an offbeat to the song in your head.
That's just mean.
So it's slightly out of sync.
Oh yeah.
I'm imagining
Please
this
go and
and
talk to Raylan.
I mean,
So
I
you
can
dial in
also
with your
just
laptop?
cut my ears off repeatedly.
that actually doesn't.
Who is in the room
completely
with
control your hearing.
Synapse?
Everyone
I
but
guess
Raylan.
all
As
of
far
us,
as
but
yeah,
yeah.
we're all like in the same room except for
Everyone
we're all
who's
hanging out
room
in the
with
danger room.
Synapse, give me a vigilance check.
Can do.
vigilance check.
boy.
Do I have
And
to do a
Synapse too,
vigilance
sure.
check?
You can if you like.
Anyone have an edge on their vigilance checks? Because we keep forgetting
Yeah,
about
the one,
edges.
the one
And
person who does.
initiative.
Okay.
It's not in the room.
Oh, does
I have
this
it on
have anything to do with
Initiative.
wisdom or knowledge?
Is it an initiative one?
It is not initiative.
But I did get an M on the Marvel die, so
Ooh.
for
18.
13. It's not great, but
Because you were looking for it before. For some reason, this particular effort of dialing into the sound system,
Uh-oh.
has engaged the interest of a particular party. And you notice, and people are sort of paying attention to this stuff, and everybody's like looking, and anybody who say got higher than a 14, say,
Mhm.
I didn't notice shit.
sees
Yeah. Am I the only one that noticed anything?
No, I got an 18.
Okay.
sees little tendrils sort of wisping down a little bit here and there, and then down a little sort of trail. It's trying to be hidden rather. It's trying to be very subtle. It sort of comes out of the clothes sort of thing and just sort of trails along the bottom. She doesn't notice it because she's just busy doing the whole typing thing and doing the hacking. But it's sort of, and you notice it's sort of like just a little tiny extension, and it just sort of feeds into the computer past her finger, sort of thing. Just sort of like this sort of thing, and it's sort of like tapping along. But there's definitely a little tiny wisp of something.
Your co-pilot's doing something there.
I would at this point like to use Sense the Supernatural.
Cool.
Sense Supernatural.
Is
since-
Oh,
CJ
yes.
Is that
still
a
up
roll
as
for
well?
that?
I'm just reading it.
Yes, yes.
If
Solstice,
a
you had
target
that
or
before as well.
targets wish to remain undetected, the character must make an ego check and compare it against their target's vigilance defense.
Ego check.
Ego.
Eagle check.
He's not trying to be super subtle. He's just trying to be.
Does this relate to wisdom or knowledge?
No.
Does it? No, it doesn't. Okay.
Fantastic 9.
Noise. Well,
Mhm.
you definitely get the sense that there's supernatural in the room.
Fantastic 15.
Well,
Ooh.
Also, on a fantastic success, they can also identify if the target is cursed or demonic.
Hmm.
I think
I am going to
that's
use the rules against you.
I love that
It
I'm
was
learning
not a
alongside
threat.
you on this. I don't know shit, man.
It wasn't a threat, it was a promise.
On a fantastic success, and actually with this and with regards to everything else as well, Solstice, you have forgot the word. I almost said advantage. Edge. Feel free to roll one of the dice again.
I guess
Go for a
not
fantastic.
the fantastic one.
Can't leave that
Oh
one.
wait, a fantastic is a 6, so I didn't get a 9. I keep just adding it as 1, so it was actually 12,
14.
13. But now I rolled a 6 on one of the dice, so it's plus
So,
3 to that. So it's
You're in there as
17.
well. Definitely. And those of you with fantastics, there's a demon in.
Fuck.
Well then.
So Aegis, you've just told her that her little passenger is
Yeah, her co-pilot's doing something.
at that the music stops, the hacking stops.
Mhm.
What?
You're
And you almost, Synapse, you almost get this sort of slight, almost like an empathic feeling of disappointment.
Almost reflexively, her hands is gonna go up to the amulet. Just like almost like trying to comfort
don't touch
it.
Don't touch
Does
it.
she she's gonna do that unless you say it. Do you say it to her?
Well, it's probably too late. Like your hand is going up.
I mean,
Don't.
you've been wearing it like forever.
Does anything happen when I touch the amulet?
No.
What are you doing? What are you?
It's a demon.
Why are y'all looking at me like that?
That thing. It has a demonic presence to it.
I'm
What
sorry,
now?
what?
Hmm?
It's.
Like,
I don't know.
Okay, so do we need like a priest, or do we need to find someone specialized, or demons categorized by denomination?
Yes, it's a Presbyterian demon. No,
Hector knows somebody, I'm sure.
I think
That
we need to get
is-
Raylan. I think
that
Raylan,
is
Raylan needs to be part of this conversation.
strange.
Yes. Gideon,
Please
are
go
you
and get
going
Raylan.
Do you think that I have the best chances in involving him in this conversation at the moment?
Yes,
I will
God,
go,
just
but-
go.
Is he still
Okay.
Just
connected
go.
telepathically?
I mean, I could.
Where is he?
Sitting on a
He
ceiling.
picked a room, I think.
I would say since I'm connected to him, I can tell you where he is
Yeah.
and send Gideon directly to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Flash of image into your brain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that room, give the door 3 knocks, and then enter without waiting for a response. And then I'm just going to enter and say, Raylan, you are needed in the room where everyone else is. There seems to be a demonic possession going on with regards to Synapse, and then I'm going to turn around and go back.
He will like distend from the web upside down.
Fair enough.
All right.
Y'all come back.
I
He
do.
doesn't say anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
A demon. It's a demon?
demonic. I wouldn't jump to a demon, but it has a symbiotic relationship to you, as we've already known, and now we know that it's demonic in nature, so it may be a demon.
So this is a
Okay.
genuine question. What is the difference between it being a demon and it being demonic?
Yeah, I was curious about that too.
Well, I imagine it's the same as one of those crystals having magic within it, but not necessarily having a personality, demonic perhaps energies or magics, whereas a demon might make more sense as has thoughts and emotions that it seems to display. A level of control that perhaps a demonic item might not have, as opposed to a demon. I'd have to do more research, but
So if this is a demon thing, are we just going to sit here and talk about it, or are we going to take it fucking down? Because I need to go back up in my room.
well,
The demon is inside the necklace.
Take
Please
the
don't kill
necklace
me. I can't. I
Why
literally can't. I've been trying since I put the damn thing on to take it off. I cannot take it off.
it's like two strings knotted together.
And the
She's
Chinese torture thing?
Yes, I think I have seen that with the fingers.
Yes.
Yes,
You stick your fingers
we
in there.
cannot simply.
Yeah, because it's too
Tongue.
tight. You gotta.
So naive.
But it has never threatened her.
It's never
been.
tried to
It's
hurt
never
me.
shrank and choked her off. It's never been. It just. It
It's-
doesn't
yeah.
seem. Somehow there's no clasp, but yet somehow it's a short enough chain that it sits, and it wouldn't be able to be pulled over her head.
Okay, so what do you want? What did you do?
What do you mean? What did I do?
Did you do something weird? Did you say something funny? What?
To activate it?
Yeah.
I was annoying Gideon by playing Baby Shark in his brain and then making the sound
Baby-
system play it off
Baby
sync.
shark. Baby shark.
Yes,
Oh,
do. I believe was.
I'm aware of the
Chorus.
baby shark thing.
Do-do-do-do.
I will never recover from hearing Solstice do that.
What?
Well, did you tell your necklace like maybe fuck off? Because like, if it kills you, then it won't work.
It's never tried to hurt me. I don't understand why you're so aggressive against it. I mean, I understand that it's a little bit disconcerting for y'all, but it saved my life. We all remember that, right? I
Yeah,
understand, Aegis. I forgive you.
I wasn't
understand,
I
there.
know.
but
that's
I
fair.
would have died.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Would-
far, this
would
thing
you-
has been nothing but helpful to me.
So
Would
why
you
is it trying to
mind
kill you now?
I mean, this
It's
is
not.
honestly.
You want me to rip it off?
No,
All right, this is getting out of
I can
hand.
throw my web
Everyone,
at it.
please calm down for 5 seconds.
Everybody's calm.
I don't understand. Why are you upset with me, Raylan?
I'm
Why
not
are you so
upset with you.
angry all of a sudden?
I'm not angry.
Well, you're being pretty threatening for someone that isn't angry.
You said it got smaller around your neck. I'm trying to save your life.
No, I didn't.
I thought you
I
did.
never said that. No. I said I could never take it off.
Oh, why
but
can't you
I
take it
mean-
off?
It's locked there. I don't know why it's locked there. It's just locked there. But it's never hurt her or never threatened her.
Mm,
And you tried to take it off when she was unconscious, and it didn't work.
mm.
Yeah, Liberty last tried to teleport with it.
Yeah, it didn't work. That was.
For
Really just tried
the
to
sake
phase
of
it out.
indulging me, how exactly did it save your life, Synapse? I believe I arrived late at that point.
No, you were right
Well, we
there
don't
when
have to.
she got tranked. You were
Yeah,
you
we
were
got
trying to
tranked, but
communicate with
that's
her.
it again.
Yeah, I know,
The
but
amount
that's
of
not
trank-
like
No, the amount of tranquilizer that she had
oh,
would have
that's the
killed
saving.
her.
Okay, that
Yeah.
was the saving. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Have we connected that in game?
she would have.
think so. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
this is
Okay.
Can like still Aegis phase through with the thing?
No, tried that first time.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
all right. So
I can
Because
take you
I'm
to the
new
lab and we experiment on it. Ooh, jet
This is-
propulsion.
Listen, it freaks me
It's
out a
exclusive
little
to
bit.
I
It
think
freaks me out a little
just-
bit, but it also has protected me. So
I
Can
think
we
I
not?
think the two things that we need to focus on here is on the one hand that just because something stems from a purportedly evil source does not necessarily mean that it itself is evil. On the one hand. And on the other hand, it is also important to keep in mind that manipulative evil beings do tend to present as entirely benign until it suits them to do so otherwise. So we might not be able to do anything about it at the moment, and whether we do or not want to do anything about it, we are in a situation where it is what it is. And so merely everyone just keep an eye out. Be aware of where it comes from, but do not react with too much panic about it.
You don't want it off.
Been a part of me for a long time. And while I would like to know why I can't take it off and what exactly it is, I don't know if I want to be separated from it. After it's protected me, after all.
I would
And there ain't
caution
a lot of
against,
things in this world that's done that.
You are in its debt if the rules that it abides by are what I believe it to be. If it saved your life, it may one day ask something of you. That's my fear.
Yeah, that's not ominous at all.
I mean, it's whatever. Well, if you don't want to take it off,
Look, I'm willing to look into the possibility. Of course I am. I don't understand it, and I would like to understand it, but
well,
jumping
that's
to the conclusion that it's going to hurt us is, well, I know it's not going to hurt me, and I will do my damnedest to make sure it doesn't hurt any of you.
all right. I'm going back to my room.
I think we are leaving, Recluse.
Where are we going?
Wrestling establishment. Correct? Hector?
Nah, we used the danger room to test that out. Unless we were talking about talking with the necklace.
Yeah, I was going to talk to it, but maybe we should do something actually plot related so Mike doesn't glare at me.
Fine with this.
Hey,
We do have two options in front of us. We can try to see if Synapse can communicate with whatever this entity is in a safer environment than that might be here. Or we can try to find the source of the crystal-related drug that's hitting the streets and see if we can make some progress towards eliminating that particular issue.
And we could also split up. Like, not all of us have to go to one or the other.
Oh, I would so like to do both. Magic crystals.
I'm happy to put this on the sidelines and do the crystal. I feel like that's a more imminent threat. More people are going to get hurt if those crystals remain on the streets.
on the flip side, do you
Maybe
get
some
better?
need to get hurt.
What was that, Brown?
Nothing.
You sure?
I'm sure. I guess I'll be at the car when you guys decide what you want to do.
When Raylan leaves, I'm gonna turn to the others like, you don't mind doing me a favor that I think might help all of us?
That's it.
You four go do the whole figuring out Synapse's crystal thing. I'll go with Raylan and see what we can find out about the whole crystal stuff. I'm new. He seems pissed off about something that's bugging him. So maybe he'll be more willing to open up to me about shit because I'm a neutral party.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Joe, you good? Did I just make you laugh, Larry? What did I just do, Joe?
It's so fucking smart, but
I want everyone to remember Hector is like 30. He's a full-grown adult
Yeah.
who has grown up in one of the most admittedly toxic industries on the planet. The only reason he's gonna be as blunt as he is because he's been forced to be emotionally mature.
Doesn't care about your shit.
But is willing to
But he's willing to listen to it. Because he has to. He made it his own job to do it.
That sound good?
It's very kind.
Sounds like a good plan.
That sounds
I'll
very good
keep
point
the-
to actually take a break.
Yeah.
Unless you want to
Yeah.
finish it up.
Good-
Finish it
good
up.
thing.
Give it a-
Actually, I think that's a good place to take a break, and then we can just cut where the teams have already left to do the thing.
Wait,
Yeah.
let us all just do a thing where we all say agreed at the same time, and then we can go to a break.
Okay.
Agreed.
Agreed. Yeah, latency. And I punched my microphone.
I knew that was gonna happen. I'm sitting there like,
Of
It
course,
happens every
fucking
of
time
course
do
it's
it.
going to happen. That's the point of it. This is
all
what
at
happens
five.
when
Go
you
get
don't count
snacks.
down, Mike.
Go get hydrated, and we'll see you.
Absolutely not.
And we're back.
Bonjour.
They're wise to me now. I do a countdown. I have to do a countdown. I have to make sure they see the countdown, and then they all quiet up, which is terrible. So I'm going to
Yeah,
keep
you
all the
should-
stuff at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, just start recording when we're in the middle of some nonsense.
Exactly.
That's good radio.
So we are back with some paths. The team had come together to test some powers, to do a bit of investigation, to kind of wonder what's going on with Brown Recluse. But some more investigation is needed, apparently, in two directions. So one part of the team, consisting of Brown Recluse and Red Jaguar, tag team, how did you'll say it? The Rumble in the Jungle, the
All-Star.
undisputed heavyweight champions, intercontinental tag team, something, I don't know,
The Uwu Brigade.
are going to investigate or make some sort of tracking lead with regards to what the sourcing or the any information they can get with regards to the drug on the street, crystal drug, of which we never really came up with a really good name.
Crystal
work
Madness.
on that.
We're still trying to come up with a team name.
The Crystal
Like,
Meth Heads.
come
The Crystal
on.
Meth Heads. The
And
Crystal
Crystal
Meth Heads.
Madness was good.
Some people have approached me with regards to why doesn't the team have or why doesn't the video have a better naming structure? And I'm like, well, this is why.
Yeah,
I can't
blame
literally
us.
call them the East and West Coast Avengers or whatever because they can't even decide. But it's
Yeah,
fine.
the
That's what happens when you
dysfunctional
throw
adventures.
a dozen people together and
Listen,
tell them
listen.
to do a thing.
You gave us so many options, and I am bisexual. Like, I can't make decisions. You knew that.
I don't really have.
So we're gonna clip that for the
Um,
clip montage, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll add it to the memorable quote.
Sparrow, you're
Yes.
in timeout. You're in timeout.
Yeah.
Wait, does this mean that Sparrow has done psychic damage to the rest of us for once?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yes!
finally! Fucking finally!
Roll the dice!
Suck it, bitch!
We're working on.
You're welcome. It wasn't me this time.
I am
If I got it
bisexual
right.
and himbo railguns.
Himbo Railgun. I want it on a freaking shirt.
Yeah.
And I want like someone to do Art of Steel Aegis and Red
I want
Jaguar.
3 chibis.
Ugh.
Someone out there that can do art. I want 3 chibis. You have a himbo railgun.
Can do.
Okay.
I'll get it
So
to you
that's
when
that
I'm
one
done
team.
with my current projects.
We'll start with that one team. Where do you two plan to go?
Alright, so we're walking, and I'm gonna turn to Brown Recluse. So you know the city probably better than I do. Where are some spots that people would get a new drug going out in the market?
Mm. Fuck. I mean, if you want to bring it in, you go to the docks, but we were already there before, and what a blow up that was. Clubs. You want to go clubbing? That's where a lot of shit is.
Hmm. Clubs might not be a bad idea.
Sure. I mean, you want to go clubbing? That's fine.
I mean, I'm always down to go clubbing. Didn't get to do that a lot at home.
And why not?
Look, I may be pretty big, but my mom can still probably kick my ass whenever she wants to.
Do you have mommy issues?
No, as in she literally will kick my ass.
It sounds like abuse.
Called being Mexican.
I retract. Retract my statement
Yeah, there it goes. There it
because
goes.
I get it. Yeah.
By the way, if you don't mind me asking, what
No, I'm
was
not
with
into
the
you like
whole-
that.
No, you're good there. What was with the whole hand
What about a
thing
hole?
when Gideon was talking? Yeah, I kept saying you go, and he like mimics what I think Brown Recluse was doing, where he would roll his eyes and do a with his hand whenever Gideon was talking. He would just start doing mouthing emotions.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm new. I don't know the party dynamic. You
Nah.
do seem genuinely bugged about something.
You kind of raise an eyebrow, kind of like, what's the tallest building we got right here?
So again,
What's the tallest building we're at right now? In this
Yeah.
general
13 floors. You're not quite in the downtown core or anything, so you're not at the super tall ones.
Mm-mm.
You're getting some like industrial office.
You really want to talk about it?
If you feel like it.
I guess we can go upstairs. Can you go to the top of that building?
That is an excellent question. Game Master, can I get to the top of the building?
How do you want to get to the top of the building?
I mean, I
It's
think
not
the
hard for
easiest
me.
way would literally be to walk in and go to like where the stairs are, and instead of walking up the stairs, just start jumping up the middle back and forth. It's where I'm least likely to break something.
In theory.
In theory.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. I mean, they're an office type building, so you kind of be a bit sneaky and sort of just find your way into the emergency stairwell or what have you.
No, it's literally, hold on 1 second. Just stay here. He goes over towards where the door is. He takes off his mask, folds it, puts it in his suit pocket because he's still wearing his suit, walks in and says, "Excuse me," just with the whole "don't bug me, I'm in a rush" aura, goes in and starts going up the stairs.
Yeah, you go into the and you because these places they have the stairwells open because they need to be. Give me an agility roll
I don't have the best agility.
because it's
That
you
fucking
propelling
noise
yourself
door.
with sheer strength is not an issue.
Hey, I got a 6 on the Marvel die. Wait, no, it's a 1 on the Marvel die. Never mind. I got a
One
12.
is
Yeah,
better.
still
Six.
6.
Yeah,
One
one
is
is
that's a
still
Marvel
good.
result.
But it fantastic.
Still good.
Nice.
Impossible to roll a 1 on the Marvel die without it being really good.
Oh, gotcha.
1 is the Marvel result.
Gotcha. All right, so I got a 6 on the Marvel die and a total of 12.
Total of 12. Yeah, that'll do it. I have to stop paying attention to this chat.
Yes.
You ting 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 ting, and you make very short work of these 11 flights of stairs.
All right, when I get to the front, before I go in, I put the mask back on and I walk out, and I'm guessing Brown Recluse just went up normally.
And just crawl up the wall or
So it's taking so long.
up at the line, up the swing line. Let's stay there. You both make it to the top of the building.
All right, so what's going on?
Capture.
Last time I tried climbing up a building on the side, I got in trouble.
With your mom, with the law,
Yes.
with Gideon.
No, I didn't met Gideon yet. It's back right after the accident.
I'm actually quite surprised because he seems to be involved in a lot of shit.
So it seems. All right, so what's bugging you?
I really want to push him down a flight of stairs.
He does have a very pushable personality, doesn't he?
Pushable, punchable, break his nutsack thing. Whatever's going on. Yeah. Why do you ask?
So I'm just gonna give my general read of the group, and keep in mind, not the most sociable guy, but it looks like
Okay.
Gideon's very used to being the only adult in the group because he's so old, and the others are, for the most part, kind of just okay with going with it. But he has a problem with you posting because he's a very secretive person, and he just sort of made a snap judgment and is sticking with it.
I can't help because the Iron Curtain fell. That's not my issue. If he wants to stay over there, that's his choice. I'm not with it. I don't give a fuck. He'll just start spouting off stuff in Russian because he can read it from the textbooks from college. Just podcasting it Belaruski. Just, whatever. Nah, he's a dick. Not a big one, but he's a dick. And yeah, it was something he said about me, like keeping this person away from me, like I'm some sort of like weird spider predator. Like I don't even do weird shit. I mind my business. I make my content, my money, and I help. I do what I'm supposed to do. And what does he do? And he does this motion over his face. I am Gideon. I'm a monotone monster. Oh, watch my cane. It has a sword in it. Seppuku. Yeah.
Yeah, he strikes me as that type.
I mean, some of the coolest people that I fuck with? Synapse. Like, she's awesome. Like, I really don't tell her, but I kind of like her because she's really nice. But I think if I said I liked her, she'd be like, "Ah!" And I don't want to do that because her mind, goes all crazy. And then, man, the elf dude with the ears.
So it seems like you get along really well with everyone else, but
Oh yeah, still Aegis is pretty awesome.
You and Gideon just don't really connect that well, don't you?
No, no, we don't because he's the fucking what is it? The Romanovs? No. Well, how did Anastasia's family get murdered? I forget. From the cartoon.
I think it would had something to do with Rasputin.
Yes, Rasputin. You know what? I gotta change his name, his number, and my ringtone for him. I'm gonna actually give him a ringtone. You know, Rasputin. You know that's gonna be his thing.
Yeah. I'm
Did
gonna
you
say
come here to
something
fish with me about shit? Is this what this is?
a little bit. Also, I think you're like one of two people in the group who can physically keep up with me in terms of strength. So I figured if we were gonna go pressing on drug dealers and the such, it would be good to have someone else who can throw a punch.
Yeah, I'm a fucking spider.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I can get into places that you couldn't even imagine.
I'm sure you can.
Don't imagine. It's not
I'm
good.
not going to.
It's not good for your mental health. It's really not. You know the thing about the spiders when you go to sleep? It's true.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I've stopped a lot of the spiders from getting into Gideon's mouth, but this time I'm not. I'm just let them go. I'll let them go.
I'm gonna
But
say this, and it's gonna sound a bit unfair, but it's one of those things about reality. You want to prove Gideon wrong, you're unfortunately gonna have to be the one who takes the first steps and
oh
you can be
my
involved.
God.
I'm sorry, I figured you'd react like that. Look, I like you. It's Raylan, right? I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right.
Yeah, because everyone else says it wrong. I just don't give a fuck about what they're saying. It's
How
Raylan.
do you say it actually?
Actually, I say it Raylan, but
Raylan?
yeah, Raylan.
Ray.
Everyone says Raylan. It doesn't really matter. It's a bunch of white people. It's fine. This is what it is. It's what they do.
Hey, everyone, you want to know the reason
Colonizing,
I started going by
customizing,
Hector?
whatever. They just take my name, whatever.
You want to know the reason why I started going by Hector?
Yeah, why Hector, not Hector?
Because no one can say Hector.
I mean, you heard me. Look, I'm a New Yorker. I lived in Manhattan, and I have family in Spanish Harlem as well as Harlem. I know how to speak Spanish.
It's wild. You'll meet someone and that you think they'll be able to pronounce your name or at least change it, but the second they try, it sounds like they're screeching on metal.
Imagine Gideon saying Hector. Sounds like
It'd probably be like, and he's gonna do his best approximation of a Russian accent. Hector.
yeah, like I'm the king of Prussia type shit. And look what happened to that. We had a whole war because they assassinated Archduke Ferdinand. Okay.
You want something funny from the Spanish side of that thing?
Oh, sure. Please don't talk about funny.
Most of Spain was more pissed off because Archduke Ferdinand's wife was pregnant. That's a big no-no in Catholicism.
Hello. I left the church. I'm a bad person who left the church.
Oh, bro.
I got baptized late, and I'm not gonna lie. I had like this little pill that had like black shit in it, and they baptized me. Oh, the church, they put me out, man. They were like I was a demon incarnate.
That's actually kind of funny.
But yeah, anyway, you want me to be the first person? You sound like my fucking mother.
Yeah, look, be perfectly honest.
You couldn't be any more honest.
It looks like you got two choices. Be yourself, where he's gonna still feel free to say whatever the fuck he wants and let it bug you, or don't let it bug you. Because I'll push back when I call some bullshit on him. I did it before you went off to I think the word in English is actually sulk. But if there's a different word for what you would describe it, let me know. But
Spider sulk.
Spider sulk?
Yeah, upside down.
What you heard it before you left to spider sulk, is I did call him out and I'm being unfair on it, but it's probably going to take a while for someone as old as him to ever change his mind on anything.
He's old.
Exactly. And we both know what old people are like.
Yeah, put him in a home without a window.
That's called elderly abuse.
You need the window.
Quarter abuse, you know.
If there's no window, it's fully abuse. If there is a window, it's quarter abuse.
Sure. But notice, I haven't taken any pictures. I haven't done anything.
I did. And next time Gideon brings it up, I'm gonna point it out to him to get him to shut the fuck up.
I haven't posted on the website, done anything. So I'm ready to get some business started. So let's go.
All right.
Head
One
to the
more
club.
question. One more question before we go.
Oh, what?
You feel a little bit better after having aired it all out?
Actually, no.
Sorry for that.
I really want some pizza, maybe, and some wings, and a Diet Coke.
I actually know a good pizza place. You want to head there after the club?
Yeah, let's do that. Then I'll feel better, and I won't think of like wrapping Gideon's eyeballs and webbing, and then turning them around, or becoming Hydra. I don't know.
Look, I'm saying this as a Mexican. Let's not go with becoming Hydra.
It's like the plot armor, whatever. Anyway, let's go. I'm just gonna
In meta, this is both me, Alejandro, laughing and Hector laughing. All right, so we head off to the club.
You going back down the same way, or are you gonna?
No, I'm gonna step off the side of the building and fall.
Superhero landing. I respect it.
I'm aiming for an alleyway. I'm not gonna do it in the street.
Gotta look it up.
It can be looked up this.
Our first spot. We're going to the club.
Calling.
It's supposed to be because I don't know if Brown Recluse lift, Hector?
I think I could.
I think you could, because if you can, it might just be better if I just basically piggyback on the way to the club because it would be faster.
How much is Hector weigh?
Is it less than a sedan?
190 to 200 pounds, I would say, realistically.
Oh yeah, I think I could.
But didn't you describe him as 5'8" and exceptionally broad and muscular?
They're trying to break.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's where the 200 comes from.
Yeah,
Alright.
5'8", 200, that's mushkila.
I mean, it'd be a heck of a lot more awkward because you have a 200-pound weight on your back. Theoretically, you could get there faster than if you were walking.
Oh, me or him?
You, the both of you, technically.
So could I kind of maybe web them up in a ball or something, or we all
Baby
fall,
backpack.
and then I could just like a web net and catch us?
Yes.
I think I kind of want to maybe do that if we can, so we can expedite this process and get this show.
Standard action check. Standard action check.
From which one of us?
Or falling off a building.
Probably.
Unless you're going to web and
Are you going to try to web me up to basically carry me like a baby backpack?
Yes.
I'm down for it.
All right, stand still. Not starfish.
keep your hands and arms inside the baby ear.
It's like you say, stand still, instant reaction.
No T-pose. Just
Force a habit.
okay. It's like a broken game or something. All right, things are about to get sticky. So just we're going.
So I gotta ask, did you intend for the pun to be in there, or did that just come out accidentally?
Both. But let's go.
Fair. All right.
I won't even induce the focus damage.
Tuck and
When you
roll.
web them up,
Duck and roll.
Yep.
it's awkward.
Mm-hmm.
and you go a bit less speedy than you normally have been adjusting to.
That's fine.
Because you've got an extra. It's not the weight even; it's the encumbrance.
Yeah.
The weight shift, and you're sort of readjusting and everything. But you make it, and you head on your way to a club downtown.
Yeah.
Let's switch to the other team. Switch to the other team. What are you
Oh
all?
boy. Well, Zan definitely wants to stop by the workshop before we head out and grab his little prototype scanner he was working on at the new base and
Cool.
kind of salvaged.
Cool.
And,
What's everybody else doing?
Getting ready to hunt crystal madness.
I was about to say, I
Um,
apologize. I thought you were about to say hunt
I
crystal.
thought you were all staying behind.
I was almost about to say.
Crystal
Your guys'
Valley.
thing is
I was
testing
waiting
out
for it.
Synapse's amulet.
I know you said that.
there's no reason why we can't talk to the amulet
I mean,
while we're searching for
There's
crystal
no
clusters.
reason why Solstice couldn't have decided to follow the other two.
No.
If we're going to split the party, you might as well split the party.
I do want to stick around Synapse at the moment, but well, maybe we could just have the conversation. We haven't looked into your amulet. We could continue it, but as you said, there is another pressing matter. I know the other two have gone off, but neither of them are equipped, I don't think, to detect the presence of these crystals.
I'll be honest, I was a little bit worried about that. Plus,
Well, they're not after the crystals, they're after the drugs, and it's pretty easy to detect who has drugs.
the drugs that you want. I mean, there are a lot of drugs in the city.
Yes,
This is true.
I know they can handle themselves.
Several new
they're
ones, actually.
they're tough and they can handle themselves better in a fight than I can. But it feels wrong to send them off on their own.
especially
It'll be
just
fine.
looking
We
for
just-
drugs.
We'll just believe that they can do it, and hopefully they believe that we can do whatever we're doing.
I'm not worried about whether they can do it or not. I have a full trust that they are capable of finding what they are seeking. My issue is with the collateral damage that might happen.
Would it be X-Men?
But we have split up in this way. It would be untoward to infringe upon their autonomy in this moment.
I suppose.
They don't seem distressed, if that's what anyone is worried about. I'm not listening. I'm trying not to listen. Try to give them their privacy, but I am monitoring their mental states. Apart from a bit of strangeness, which I assume is adrenaline from web swinging, they seem to be fine.
That's good.
Yeah. And if they have any pertinent information, I'm sure they'll get it to us. And if we get anything, we can send it to them.
That's what I'm here for. Are you
On
sure
that
you want me to
note,
do this?
This was what I was about to say. On that note, in this particular situation, I do question the wisdom of
Maintain a connection.
Synapse getting in touch with this entity while at the same time maintaining a connection.
I can let them know that I'll be dropping it, and I can drop it for now.
Perhaps let them know and then drop it, and then if they have anything pressing, they can call.
You're basically gonna get like a little on your brain, basically. I really don't want to interrupt. And I promise I'm not listening to what you're talking about. But if I'm going to be contacting this thing, I need to drop this connection in case something goes wrong. So if you guys need help, you might need to call. I'll try and reconnect it as soon as possible, though.
Me?
Who?
Both of you. I have you both connected.
Oh,
This is a psychic message into your brain as you're going along. It's just out of fucking nowhere.
you would see, I guess. Nah, I'll be honest. You probably see Brown Recluse this, and then fake Gideon face, wham, and and just
Fair enough. Fair enough.
In Hector's mind, you'll get basically the same thing. You'll hear him say "got it," and then you'll immediately, as a side note, we really should make Gideon apologize. He is pissed.
I can try, but I have met Steel more likely to bend to someone else's will than Gideon is.
That's all I ask for.
I'll see you guys soon. And she will drop the connection.
Cool. So now what?
So I figure we're in this dojo where the technology is ancient.
The boxing gym.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was called. I'm so sorry. My brain just went dojo, and that's what I went with.
We both got it wrong. It's a wrestling gym.
and
Yeah.
I support Dojo, but
Also, people name things weird. Name wrestling gyms weird stuff. Like the Hardy family famously calls their training gym the dungeon.
I mean, fair.
Oh,
She is, however, going to do something, and she's going to take the laptop from her waist and her phone and pretty much any other major tech that she has on her, and is going to hand it to Aegis. I need you to protect this.
Can do.
The reason we came here is because we want old tech that I can't connect with. So I need you to look after this for me. Listen, and you can see she's really uncomfortable giving this away. This stuff is my life. I need you to promise that it's going to be safe. Please.
Phase.
I promise. I will protect this. I will protect this like it's an orphan.
Thank you. An orphan you want to live, right?
Yeah, everyone wants orphans to live. That's.
Look, I deal with Gideon on a daily basis. I can never take anything for granted anymore.
Okay, yeah, that's
Not
fair.
saying that Gideon would murder orphans. I'm saying if, for the greater good, an orphan had to die.
I would
Yeah,
just
he
like
would
to
totally
request
do it.
for Gideon, while you're under the bus for so long, could you check the oil?
Okay.
Been down there. a long time. Is he okay?
there's people who check the oil. I pay them.
Okay.
She is visibly nervous, and she kind of looks over at you guys. If something goes wrong, and I go a little bit weird, I apologize in advance. I don't think anything will. I'm not in danger.
To that effect, I just want to ask you, did you hear me address you just before you got tranquilized? Did you perceive that?
Yeah, I did. I did a little bit. I remember hearing your voice. It was
Good. That is a
weird,
good sign.
like I was underwater and bits
Distant.
and pieces were covering me.
Yes,
But I could hear you.
that is a good sign. Perhaps try to focus on it in case something happens. I will try to address you in case it seems like you have been possessed again.
It's probably gonna be fine. I'm sure it's not gonna want to do anything. Yeah. So
I think,
you wouldn't happen to know any suppressing spells, would you?
No, unfortunately not. And I don't wish to light you on fire, so there's not much I can do.
I think Gideon is going to kind of like come close, a little bit closer to Solstice, look her directly in the eyes, kind of like insist on it until they are looking at each other directly in the eyes, and then he is going to say, "We are here. You are among friends, and we will keep you safe." And then he's going to step back.
Thank you. That means a lot.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, I'm imagining she's like
Takes a step
standing.
back.
Just
Yeah, I'm
So
imagining she's
close.
standing like in the middle of the wrestling ring, and Zan is just like over by the door with a armful of her electronics.
She looks visibly nervous. Like you can see that her hands are shaking, that she's like, it'll be fine.
We believe in
Um,
you.
She's going to raise both hands to the amulet, and I'm going to attempt to establish a connection with something. And all this build up, there's probably going to be fucking nothing that happens, but she's going to attempt to make a connection with whatever's in it.
Nothing happening would probably be the best case scenario.
Has she ever tried to do this before?
No, because she didn't know there was anything in it.
Wait, oh, no.
She had no idea until the moment it both protected her and has started speaking to her. She just thought it was another amulet. GM made a face. The GM made a face. Okay. Do I need to roll anything?
No. Normally you would if you were trying to establish a link with something that doesn't want to be talked to.
I don't know how to do this, but are you there? Can we talk?
It's been here.
Well, it's nice to meet you. You know who I am. I'm Synapse. Seraphina. Who are you?
Seraph carries the amulet.
I'm so sorry. I didn't hear that.
Seraph carries the amulet.
Seraph carries the amulet?
Seraph keeps the amulet. Protoss make Seraph safe.
You'll keep me safe? As long as I keep the amulet.
We like it here. Seraph is chaos. Seraph's
So-
friends tried to take amulet away. Just didn't let them.
I appreciate it.
Seraph is chaos.
That's fine. I imagine you guys would watch, because this is all telepathic. She's going to kind of go from confusion to panic
To wait.
to relief and then fucking white. I promise my friends won't try that again. I'll tell them not to do that again. As long as, you don't try to hurt me or mine. You're part of me, right? You're not me. Is there something I can call you? Something you would prefer to be called? It doesn't have to be your actual name.
Protoss doesn't mind. Protoss put an amulet by Master.
My master.
Seraph found amulet. Protoss likes Seraph is chaos. So Protoss stays.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Krotos. And I look forward to working together. She's gonna check and see if he wants to say anything else. And not getting anything, I'm guessing, is going to take her hands off the amulet and kind of, she's just like shaking and is going to.
What is your logic defense?
My logic defense is 13.
I'm assuming that you don't want a telepathic link? Or would you? Because you've already established one, so technically you're willing to have a telepathic link.
She's willing to have a telepathic link with this thing. But an important thing is that she won't necessarily be the one concentrating on it.
No, she won't be.
Okay, cool. I have 2 slots, man. I need to keep those 2 slots free.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Huh.
But it's, you hear at the back of your brain, essentially,
Seraph doesn't need to touch amulet to talk to Krotos.
Telepathic.
Krotos has been here the whole time. Seraph just never talked to Krotos.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were in the amulet. I would have talked to you sooner. Think.
sorry, I just read in the chat.
What's Seraph sleep?
It's fucking terrifying, man. Okay, yeah.
Krotos
She.
helps.
Thank you.
Krotos likes technology.
I like technology too.
Krotos feeds.
I'm sorry, that cut out completely for me.
Krotos feeds.
And at that point, you almost hear like a back drone of like that digitized voice
Yeah.
that sort of echoes behind it.
I think at that, like that loud a sound, she does go down, like drop to her knees kind of thing, like
You okay?
Everybody's like behind tables. How you doing over there?
You won't destroy my technology, right? If I
Ooh,
like, okay. Because I'm happy to feed you technology. I'm happy to go hacking into systems with you. But I kind of need my stuff to stay.
that is why Krotos stayed. Seraph is chaos.
I like chaos. No way this wedding can be used against us later. Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. I think both Gideon and Solstice would notice that she is both shaking and has like gone down on her knees. She is freaking the fuck out right now. And maybe you might want to intervene.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Gideon is just going to say, Synapse, is everything all right?
Can I hear them over
Yeah.
this conversation that we're having?
You still have your link up.
Okay. Wait. The telepathic link with...
Oh, you let it go
Right.
completely? Okay.
No, I'm holding that. But I mean the telepathic link with everybody else. I shut that down. I
Did you?
dropped
Okay.
that.
I was like,
Yeah. It has a name. Do you mind if I talk to my friends? Like, I don't want to be rude and cut out of this conversation, but I'd like to talk to them. Is that okay? Like, Me as a person has a problem leaving a conversation in the middle of it, so I want to make sure that there is nothing else that I need to talk to this person about.
Seraph's friends are Proto's friends.
Yeah, they're our friends. They're our friends. They're our friends. She's gonna say that out loud. Like she's saying that telepathically and out loud. So Gideon, you're gonna hear that. They're our friends.
Synapse, I'm going to need a sign from you that everything is all right. You seem to be under a lot of distress, and I'm getting worried.
She's gonna finally look at you. Her hands are still like shaking.
He is like locked on, full on steel gaze.
It has a name. Gideon, I'm a little bit scared.
I'm going
don't know
to
what this
step up
is.
and take her hands in my hands. Is it threatening you? Is it
No,
putting you in danger?
no. It's it's nice. It says that my friends are its friends, so I don't think it'll attack you again. But I don't know what it is, and it is powerful. If she thinks it's powerful, dude, come on, give me that.
Yeah.
She
I mean,
doesn't
you don't
fucking
know.
know.
It's telepathic.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Look at me. I have been alive for a very long time. I have died many times and come back to life. I do not know how, nor why, nor what is fueling this. As long as it is not hurting you, you can live with it.
Yeah.
We
I mean,
have time, we have resources, we have friends. If this ever becomes dangerous, we will find a way to keep you safe.
It's not me I'm worried about. It's not. It likes me.
I know. I know.
But I don't know how long you guys will be its friends. Especially if you try and touch the amulet again, because it was not
know.
happy about that.
I know. Call it growing pains. It takes work to form a friendship. Be it with a person or with an entity within an amulet.
It's not a threat. Not yet. It feeds on technology. It likes technology like me. I think it'll be okay, but it's not my life I'm worried about.
I know.
It's been here ever since I put the amulet on, and I didn't know. Gideon. How could I not know this thing was here? That Kratos was here. Protos, no Kratos.
Things can sneak up on us very easily. And they can have been with us for a very long time without us noticing. And
That was completely
the
blank. It didn't say
DM
anything.
whispered something that was completely inaudible.
Yeah, we couldn't hear shit.
Like,
Say something, man.
Nope, still didn't get it.
What?
For me.
What did you say? Protos watches me sleep. You watch her eyes go very wide. That's not concerning at all.
Methinks this friendship is quickly going into the toxic territory.
Listen, if I establish another link with everybody, it's gonna be in my head, which means it's gonna be in your head and everyone's heads.
This is not a concern you need to have, and I know that this is not going to sound comforting, but trust me, it is. You already were in our heads, and thus it already was. And we have to assume that its proficiency with these powers is greater than yours, which means that whatever information it might have wished to extract, it already possesses.
Yeah. Yeah. Just gonna squeeze your hands. I'm sorry.
And Gideon in this moment is very much not espousing that kind of like emotionless, cold person that he usually does. Like this is very much a very caring side of him. Like he is pouring a lot of empathy into this.
I'm sorry. It's not something I know about. And I don't have a family, right? And I'm not upset about that, but you guys are the closest things that I have to one at the moment. And that's ridiculous because most of y'all probably don't even like me, but I don't want you to get hurt because of me. So having an element I can't control frightens me. So
Why would you think that we don't like you?
I'm annoying. I know that. I don't get social cues like everybody else does. And I'm invasive. I read people's text messages and I can read their minds. I don't know that. That's okay because that's how I relate to people. But
And I get upset about table manners. We all have our faults.
most people don't like me, and I'm used to that. So I just assumed it would be the same here.
I like you. You keep me on my toes.
Really?
Yes.
At that, she's actually gonna tear up at that. I'm not gonna do it because this eyeliner is fucking lit, but I can, but I won't.
Do you remember when we went to investigate the part of town that had all of those homeless individuals?
Yeah.
And you asked whether we could organize some blankets for them to keep them
Warren.
warm.
Yeah, I remember that.
I have started an organization called Hearth for All, which is going to be providing soup kitchens, safe shelter, and warm clothes for those down on their luck. I have used an alias for you, but you are in charge of that organization.
What?
I listen.
You. Thank you. I don't know what to say. And here I thought I was just annoying people. So
Not just.
no, I know I am annoying. I know that. But I'm used to people just thinking I'm annoying and nothing else. And at the end of the day, they're happy that I'm gone from them, not from the world, obviously. I'm too damn stomached from that, but they're happy when I'm not around them. And I assumed it was the same for you guys. And I didn't want it to be.
And it isn't.
Thank you. She kind of
At least
scrubs at her face.
at least now we know that there is one more ally we can count on.
Yeah.
And if it is a powerful entity that is bent on keeping you safe, that is a good thing. I know that there's one more layer of protection on you.
Yeah. Even if it is a little bit homicidal. I mean,
Aren't we all?
No.
It did try to kill somebody. I'm gonna point that out. The first time we ever met it personally, like it had effects. It did nearly
Yeah.
try to kill a guy, which
mean-
honestly I was behind. But
That
We
was
are not here. Me and Red
I'm just-
Jaguar are not here, and this is good. This is so
Damn, damn it! I thought we would have some good getting shit done, some good emotional moments by splitting the party, and I regret my plan immediately.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair,
You know-
that was you, not
Yeah,
him.
no, I'm saying it's my fault.
No. Synapse. That was her, not
Yeah.
the entity.
oh, not the creature. Yeah.
Playing.
Well,
She was
yeah.
just encouraging you.
Yeah. All right, fine. I'm the
Which is
mess.
Nothing but encouraging.
Oh, you're a damn good role player, is what you are.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Don't you dare say you're a mess by nearly bringing me to tears and making me have visceral reactions.
No, I meant Synapse was a mess, but I really appreciate that. Thank you.
And Zan,
Yes.
Rhino Trank into a girl is a little bit homicidal.
I'm not gonna argue about it anymore. And he'll hand Seraphina her gadgets and say, yeah, nothing broken.
Thank you. Thank you. And I don't know how to thank all of you for sticking with me, even when it's dangerous. I promise I'll try to be worthy of that face.
Sorry, if you haven't noticed, some of the main bad guys that we've encountered seem to be Elvin. The first one that we ever met looked just like me. None of
I think
you.
you're cuter than them.
Thank you. None of you even batted an eye or pointed fingers at me.
Of course not. You're a different person than I am.
Well, you'd be surprised. There's a reason I remained hidden for so long. But you've been all accepting, so of course we'd be nothing but accepting back to you.
Thank you. Genuinely. She's gonna scrub at her face, kind of like try and clean herself up. She's clearly like teary and like a little bit flushed. and,
Produce
like,
a pristine handkerchief.
thank you.
Monogram.
She will, yeah, just
Monogram.
clean her face up a little bit. Shall we go check on our two wayward members?
Yes, let's see what those miscreants have concocted.
I'm gonna reinitialize the telepathic link with everybody, the telepathic network. I would like to, honest to goodness, this is complete flavor. But to give them a signal when it's coming online, she'll play like a little like message tone in their brain, just so that they're aware. like a Windows starting up noise.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah,
Or the level up from
Telepathic
World of
link
Warcraft.
from Final Fantasy. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Immediately block. Immediately.
No, this does not have to be the actual scene, but it'd be super funny if the second Synapse reopens the link, the first message she gets from Hector is, "Hey, if you're listening, we may have found a lead. Currently in club fight. Someone said some things that I will not repeat about me and Brown Recluse. Currently
Oh, no.
throwing people through buildings."
Oh no.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Is that actually
Oh,
what
no.
happened? Because I will 100% be like, we need to go.
It's sort of like you get that from Hector because Hector is sort of the straight man and he would explain the stuff in his brain. Brown Recluse would be more like kind of busy. People need punching in the dick, and sort of it's not cut off, but at the same time, it's almost like they're
Clearly,
kind of-
his attention's focused
their
elsewhere.
attention is elsewhere. And with that, let's call it for the game, and we can find out exactly what's happening and how fast things will happen next week. So,
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for giving us your undivided or hopefully undivided attention. This has been a nest of crazy, which is fantastic. Everybody brings a little bit of something. We give you a little bit of lore dump from everybody. I think it's Solstice's turn next time, or Zan's. And we'll get to Hector as well. But this has been fun for us. Let's do a quick round to let everybody know where you are and where you can be found. Let's start again and go around again with John.
Hello, I'm John. I played Zan Andrews, also known as Steel Aegis. I can be found on social media at Crims Bacon. I also do my own tabletop RPG podcast at Bacon Flavored Podcasts. And since I have continuously forgotten about it until this point, me and a friend of mine do stream on Sundays at Bor Immortal on Twitch TV. That is BOR Immortal. Yeah, I think that's all the plugs I got.
CJ.
Hello. Hope you've enjoyed this. Another lovely episode with these lovely people. I am CJ. And you can find me on Twitch on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the Hexagon TTRPG. I have begun DMing. At this point, I don't know if I still am, but it's a lot of fun. So maybe go watch the VODs.
Go.
Yeah.
Oh, hey everybody, this is Joe, better known as DJ Torador, Steel Ages Part 2. Kidding. I am Joe, better known as DJ Torador or Nolafanger on Twitter. And I am a Vampire the Masquerade LARPer and also storyteller for my own homebrew campaign of Montgomery by Night. We are on YouTube, but it is rough episodes. But yeah, it's based in the lore. Is that the word? No. So if you've ever watched LA by Night, it's happening in the same space. So whatever's happening over there, it's happening on the southeastern part of our country, the United States. So anyway, yes, that's what I do. I'm currently not in anything but this right now. At least that's streamed. I will be in something later, but I can't release that information just yet because the other thing that the person is writing has not finished yet. So I will let you know with that. Details within. You can also find me on Twitter and Blue Sky. What are you doing? Stepbro.com. Kidding. Don't go there. That's not real. Where is it? But yeah.
That is 100% a site. I'm telling you right now. There is no way it has existed on the internet this long that someone has not done it on as a website.
Also, there's a lot of lore dump here. Joe, character, just loves Synapse so much. Outside of just that, Brown Recluse is TBD. But yeah, so yeah, Synapse was not there for that conversation, but yeah, there might be a budding bro convo relationship with a red Jaguar, but who knows? Yeah, and we still really do feel bad about the trank, the rhino trank. Joe finally
letting you live this down. It was the right choice. It was 100% the right choice.
Yes.
And 100% what you should have done. However, it's so fucking funny
It's the best.
that fucking Asia's the one who was so dedicated to not killing anyone came the closest to killing a teammate first.
Yeah.
And has been really upset about everybody else, particularly with Gideon. You murdered someone. You murdered two people. And it's just been absolutely
Truly,
hilarious.
when I was watching the session and I saw it happen, I was like, wait a second here.
But that's just me. I've been having a lot of fun with these lovely people. I know one specifically Mike because we've played the game before, but the other people I've met been wonderful and an honor enjoying playing this game with you guys. So yeah, I'm out. I'm finished talking. I'll run my dick sucker all day if I keep talking. But anyway, that's a dig at me. Anyway, love you guys.
You can't leave. Alejandro.
Hello, everyone. I am Alejandro, the player of the Red Jaguar, who normally goes by Hector, the person who is now initiating bromances with everyone.
Yeah.
If you want to find me on social media, you could probably best find me on Instagram, where I go by the Greedy Dragon, or on YouTube, where I go by the same name, where I'm releasing videos and shorts giving random TTRPG advice that pops up into my head, normally relating to video games or books.
Oh,
Hi, I'm Lucky Red Sparrow. I played Synapse today. Hopefully, I didn't emotionally traumatize everybody too much. I am the DM of Taves Tall Tales, and you can check that out on Spotify as well as YouTube under Lucky Red Sparrow for the thing. Otherwise, it's Taves Tall Tales on Spotify. I am also a live streamer who is on a quest to 100% Final Fantasy Online, which, if you did not know, is a giant MMORPG. And yes, it's an insane quest. I am aware of that, but it's a lot of fun. You get to come and listen to me do really dumb voices. And I'm having an absolute blast with this group. Genuinely. It is. I need you guys to know, and I tell you this only because it shows how much fun I'm having. I have to get up at 3 a.m. for these games. And I have done that consistently. And that says a lot about how much
Except
fun
for
I
when
am
she
having.
didn't even go to bed.
Dude.
and she has to flip her video feed
Every
upside
time.
down. And she lives on.
Fuckers.
Oh, Mike.
I take it all back. Y'all can fuck off.
Shout out to Australia. Shout out to Australia for giving birth to an amazing TTRPG player that has invoked emotion in everyone. So, yeah,
That's so
I
sweet.
did that. I did that.
Australia, I forgive you for the spider tornadoes. You gave us Sparrow, we're good.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did that.
that's
I
so
did
fucking
Yeah,
sweet.
she's like thanking you and hating you all at the same time. It's great. All right. D.
Aegis, I've been D, or Night Wanderer. That's Wanderer with an O, and all of the places, the skies, the birds, the Twitches, the Twitters, and stuff. You can see me mostly on the social media doing TTRPG stuff, discussing, doing weekly prompts. Hopefully by this time of you watching this recording, I will have started streaming my own stuff, some video games, some TTRPG stuff. And I have played the absolutely normal and not at all weird or shifty Gideon Price. And I do have to make a disclaimer, the opinions of characters do not necessarily match the opinions of their players. You guys are an amazing group that I'm really having a blast playing with and throwing an incredibly curmudgeon-y 200-year-old at.
Let's all be aware, Gideon is Ebenezer Scrooge. D
The-
is a wonderful human being whom we all love.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Gideon is our problematic fave, and D is just problematic.
Problematic. Oh, there we go. There it is.
I fucking love that so much.
Yes, quite problematic.
That's a memorable quote.
And he loves big sodas from America.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
Mhm.
No, no.
He loves. He was talking off
No.
during our break.
Yeah, I was talking about
It's like I had to hug the soda that I bought.
Yeah, I had to hug the soda, otherwise it would have sprayed all over me.
Phrasing.
Mhm.
Phrasing.
Intentional. Intentional.
So, Mike, where can people find you?
Yes, please.
Help.
End our
This
suffering.
is what happens when you do not count down.
I didn't count down today. Apparently, I'm supposed to. And
Threw
All right,
the whole vibe off.
so, you can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America on Instagram, TikTok, CDN Captain America on the blue and the skies and everything else. And this merry band of misfits has been my primary focus for the past couple months, and I could not ask for a more talented, zanier zoo of chaotic fortune. Just everything is fantastic. So I hope we can bring more of this to you. What zoo animals would they be? Something like-
Dude, get out of the
Jaguar,
shitpost channel, man.
spider.
You're not supposed to be in there when
No.
we're screaming.
Yeah,
Up to
all
this
of you in
point,
chat,
thanks for watching.
Please comment that he's not supposed to be in the shitpost
Like and
channel
share,
while he's the
subscribe.
Yes,
if
shame
you
him
like.
out of this chat.
And and we will see you next week with more
next week.
adventures, more plot reveals, and apparently a bar brawl because that's how.
Yeah.
And emotional damage.
Emotional
I-
damage. God damn
And
it.
I
Thank
did
you.
not cause psychic damage this turn. So
I did.
He could have.
He
This is
did.
true. We had a switch in who was causing psychic damage this session.
So proud.
Yeah.
No,
Also-
there was a D4 from Brown Recluse.
Oh, I
Uppercut
didn't
does
see that.
not- You want to keep going? Please, Steve.
No.
The end of I say I want to announce it. Nobody says anything. Actually,
No, I need to lie
Alright.
down.
Yeah.
please.
Go lie down, Sparrow.
Bye.
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 Bye.